the computation of scores, and the point spread tolerance. I believe that those are very, very important topics to be explained so people understand how the mechanics
Yeah.
work before the final number pops out on the big screen. So let's dive into it a little. So here's the computation of scores. Alexa, can you maybe explain basics of how the scores are computed in both disciplines,
Yeah.
Olympic
So
disciplines, and at most events around the world?
at most events around the world and on the sanctioned event, there's 5 judges. Each of the judges is delivering a score, and we got rid of the lowest score and the highest score, and the final score is made on the average of the 3 scores in the middle.
Okay, why do we kick out the lowest and the highest scores?
Well, basically, it's to have a better consistency in the scoring, uh, because there can be some, um, difference of appreciations from some of the judges, and we figured out that this system is the best, just to provide accurate
Basically,
ranking.
it
And
means like you get rid of the two extremes on both
yeah,
sides of the evaluation scale
yeah, yeah,
uh, to narrow down the opinion, and to make it even more accurate, you average it.
yes,
Okay, that makes sense. So in our example on this sheet, you see judge number one, judge number two, judge number three, judge number five. We see the judge number three was the lowest one with 55 points, and the judge number five was 88 points. The guys in the middle were 75, 60, and 85, which gave the 73.33 average. That's the final score that the athlete's gonna get on the big screen, right?
yeah.
Now, when you look at the judge three and judge five, the difference between their scores between the 55 and 88, it's 33 points.
It's a big amplitude.
And that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this a little bit more. When situations like this happen, and one of the judges is so low and the other one is so high, uh, we used to make jokes that they were probably watching a different contest.
Exactly. Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about implications of this kind of negative phenomenon when it happens when judging.
Well, to me, if I look at such a big difference, there's definitely the judge number 3 that is too mean, and the judge number 5 is not so high compared to the judge number 4, but they're wrong. They're out of the range,
Hmm.
and I think that's also why we're having also a number of judges, is because that helps us to have these 3 judges in the middle, that will give an average that is correct and that is corresponding to the actual level of
And with
the
the
competitor.
it kind of narrows down the opinions
Exactly.
or the potential mistakes if someone missed something or someone see, because when I look at the scores here in our example, we have uh, three guys that are from 70 to 88, which is quite close within the same range, and then we have two guys that are like lower than the, but thanks to the system, uh it kind of shifts down, and to me that's a negative potential effect. They didn't even either follow the anchored score, or they
That's
missed
possible.
something.
That's possible.
And the final effect would be that even though they say, hey, this guy has to be fourth, when the scores are computed, the final result may put the guy on a completely different position in the final ranking, in the overall ranking of the event, that none of these guys will be happy.
Totally.
And of course, the athletes will not be happy with it. And
No.
there is a thing, an instrument that is used to prevent such things within the, judging process, and it's called the point spread tolerance. And I think we should explain a little bit what it is on our next slide so people understand. So the point spread tolerance here on our depiction, it's basically a maximum range of points where the judges can differ from each other. Let's imagine it like we are driving cars on the highway, like on our example, and the resulting score is the line in the middle to keep us all on the road to deliver the good results. Now, the point range are the side lines to keep us on that road, because if we cross those, we crash and we are out of the road and we are not counted for the results. So the point spread tolerance guarantees that first, everyone watches the same and has the complete record of what happened and keeps the kind of evaluation and opinion more accurate and precise, and helps to prevent the extremes from affecting the final scores.
I'll just say that such a difference between the highest and the lowest score is happening on a panel, on a sanctioned event, on an international event, is only happening when, maybe someone is really tired, or is not a professional judge, because you can't have such a difference. It doesn't make sense.
That's
It's too
true.
big.
And
33 points.
if this happens and the scores are entered and they are not yet validated, this is where the head judge intervenes and points out that there is a big problem.
Yeah, if it happens once, that someone is tired and he missed something. But if it happens over and over again during the competition phases, yeah, then the head judge should say something.
And it also tells you that the judge that has this problem or this issue with his scoring is doing something wrong or he's not ready.
Yeah.
That is also why we mentioned in the beginning the self-reflection. Everybody can make a mistake, everybody can miss something and make a wrong evaluation, but self-reflection, listening to your professional colleague and listening to the head judge advice, head judge who monitors every single judge of the panel, helps to deliver. And a good judge should be able to self-reflect and adjust.
Totally.
Okay, this brings us to the next topic,